Hazel, where are you right now?
Huh? Where? It's my women's group meeting today. I'm out with them. We're all meeting today for lunch at an Italian restaurant. Why do you ask?
You're out with friends? I told you Rebecca only had a half day of school today. I told you she was coming home at lunch. I asked you to be home to let her in the house and make lunch for her, didn't I? You said you'd be home. That's why I made a doctor's appointment for today.
Oh, that was today. I'm sorry. It completely slipped my mind.
Rebecca couldn't get in the house because the door was locked. So she was outside crying until one of the neighbors noticed and contacted me. I'm not done with my doctor's appointment, so can you please rush home and get Rebecca?
What are you talking about? You know I can't do that now. We just got sat down at the restaurant. I can't leave now.
But it's your granddaughter. Hazel, please. I'm at the hospital right now. This appointment is important to me. Isn't there any way you can get Rebecca for me?
When we're done eating, I'll go get her. You said the neighbor is with her right now, so she'll be fine for a couple hours. I don't know why you just can't give her a key. She can let herself in and stay by herself for a few hours.
She's only 6. I can't leave her by herself. And it's not the neighbor's job to look after her until you finish eating with your friends. Besides, she has to eat lunch and get ready for her swimming lesson this afternoon. She can't wait until you're done eating.
You're being pretty stubborn about this, aren't you? Besides, you're pregnant right now. You're due soon. A woman as pregnant as you should be at home, not out running around doing whatever she wants. All of this happened because you weren't home. So don't blame me. You made your bed, now you've gotta lie in it.
Oh, I'm at this doctor's appointment because I'm pregnant. You said you'd be there for Rebecca today. Please, just go get her.
I can't. Look, I'll tell you this just so you know. This women's meeting at the restaurant today. I'm doing it for you.
For me?
That's right. These are women from your neighborhood. We have to be nice to them in case something ever happens. It would be terrible if you ever needed help and none of your neighbors liked you enough to help you out. It's called building rapport. I'm doing this for your benefit. Trust me, I know you're not good at talking to people. You should be thanking me right now for doing this for you. It's rude for me to be using my cell phone right now, so I'm turning it off. So don't message me anymore. Paige, are you there? I know this is a little sudden, but we're going camping tomorrow.
Pardon me?
I'm having lunch with my sister and her husband right now. They said they went not long ago. You know, to that new campsite that just opened up.
New campsite? You mean that one in the next city?
Yeah, that one. My sister said it was fantastic. When she told me, I just had to make reservations. I couldn't help myself.
I see. But I'm sorry, we can't go. The baby is due any time now. I want to stay in town close to the hospital.
Who cares if your baby is due soon? Pregnancy isn't a sickness. Don't use your pregnancy as an excuse to sit at home and do nothing all day. Andy will drive us. I know my son's a good driver. You trust your husband's driving, don't you?
It's not that. Driving there isn't the problem. You can go with Andy and Rebecca if you want, just the 3 of you. I'll sit this one out.
No way! I planned this as a family trip. Me and my son's family. If you're not there, there's no point in going. Besides, I made the reservation for 4 people, and since it was last minute, I can't get my money back. So stop packing. We're going camping!
Hazel, please answer your phone. You have to come back and get me. You can't leave me behind at a coffee shop like this.
Well, we had no choice, did we? You were complaining the whole time that you didn't want to go. I wasn't going to listen to that for 2 days straight. Ugh. Besides, we're getting on the highway now anyway. Coming back to pick you up would just be a pain. You can walk home or call a taxi.
You did that right in front of Rebecca, too. She was yelling for you to stop hurting Mommy. And I saw her crying, looking out the back window as you drove off. If this incident causes her trauma, are you going to take responsibility for that? You pulled me out of the house against my will and put me in the car. Rebecca was crying when you did that too. And then we go only about 20 miles away. You stop in a coffee shop parking lot and you pull me out of the car and drive off? You know how small I am compared to you. I couldn't fight back even if I wasn't 9 months pregnant. It's not even how bad all that is. It's that Andy didn't even try to stop you. Both of you must be crazy.
We're just teaching you a lesson. You need to learn manners.
Manners?
Yes. It appears your parents didn't raise you very well, did they? If they're not going to teach you, I'll just have to do it myself. You need to learn to respect your elders.
Hazel, this isn't about me respecting or not respecting my elders. What do you think a pregnant mother's first priority is? It's to protect her baby. It's to avoid anything that might not be good for her baby. You have a son. You know this, right? What would I do if I went into labor or something happened to me out in the middle of nowhere? There's no hospital anywhere near that campsite. That's why I didn't want to go.
How many times are you going to say that? Take responsibility for your own actions. If something happened to you or your baby at the camp, it wouldn't be the campsite's fault, and it wouldn't be mine. It would be your own fault. This has nothing to do with us, so it shouldn't affect our lives. The only reason you didn't want to come on this trip is because you don't think you're a good mother. You don't think you can protect your kids properly, do you? If you're not confident you can protect your own kids, that says to me that you're just not a good mother.
You've got it wrong. Being able or not able to protect them is one thing. But what a mother should do first is to not expose her children to danger in the first place. And the fact that Andy went along with your plan to abandon me just proves to me that he's a useless husband. And he's left me no choice.
Did you just call my son a useless husband?
Are you telling me he's not?
I can't believe you have the nerve to say something like that to me about my own son. Your parents did raise you poorly. They must have been really overprotective. That's why kids today are so weak and delicate, are scared of the slightest things. I've got it. I know what I'm going to do about you. I'm going to tell everyone in the neighborhood that you're a terrible wife. Yep, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Huh?
Well, it's true, isn't it? You're against anything Andy or I say. You don't respect your elders or your husband. You even speak poorly about your husband. I'm gonna show them the text where you said he's a useless husband. Soon, no one in the neighborhood will like you, and it'll all be your own fault. That's what you get. Yup. You're gonna have a miserable time living in that neighborhood from now on.
Well, I suppose you guys should be arriving at the campsite soon, huh?
Huh?
You've arrived at the campsite entrance, haven't you?
Well, yes. We're coming up to the parking area soon. It's such a beautiful area, and I hear the view is even better when you get in. If you wouldn't have complained so much, you could have been here with us. We could have had a wonderful time together.
No, I don't think we could ever have a wonderful time together. And I know you won't be enjoying your trip now that I'm not there.
Huh? Oh, we've arrived. Don't contact us anymore until we get back. Even if you go into labor, don't message us.
Look behind you.
Huh? Huh? Hey, there's someone behind us that looks a lot like Jeremy.
That's right.
That's right. Why would your father be at a place like this?
About that new campsite? My father owns it.
What? I thought he owned a golf course.
He does, but recently he's expanded into other leisure facilities.
Well, I didn't know that. Wait a minute. He's not letting us through the gate.
Well, of course not. I told my dad everything you did.
What do you mean what I did?
I'm talking about you abandoning a woman 9 months pregnant at a coffee shop and continuing on your vacation without her and left her with no way to get home. I told you I couldn't go camping because my baby was due at any time. What you did was worse than going without me. You dragged me with you just to abandon me? I knew my dad would be angry if he found out I went camping this late in my pregnancy. And I knew he'd get mad at you and Andy for taking me along.
So what? Are you trying to say you were protecting Andy and I from your father?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I know you planned this trip just for a change of pace. That's why I told you to take Andy and Rebecca and go have fun without me. I figured if my dad asked me why my family left me alone, I'd just tell him that I told you guys to go have some fun. I thought that way he couldn't really get angry at anyone. Well, I don't know if that would have worked or not, but you went and did this to me. So I told him everything.
Talk to your father right away. Andy has already gotten out of the car to talk to your father, but he doesn't seem to want to listen. He looks furious. If you speak to him, you can get him to calm down, and all this will be resolved right away. Just tell him we didn't abandon you. Tell him you got out and told us to go ahead without you.
You want me to do what? You made Andy stop the car, and you got out and physically pulled me out of the car against my will.
Paige, come on. It wasn't that bad. It was just a little joke.
And what if I had fallen on my stomach when you pulled me out of the car? If you would have hurt my baby, would you call that a little joke too?
Ah, you're so thick-headed. You've got to relax a little and let things go. Otherwise, you'll be miserable your whole life. I'm your mother-in-law, but you're treating me like I'm some random stranger. I'm allowed to do things like that to you. We're related. Look, if you don't talk to your father and get him to calm down about this, I can see there's gonna be bad blood between our families for a long time.
After what you did to me, don't even use the word family when referring to you and me ever again. It gives me goosebumps when you do.
What?
I'm not telling my dad you didn't do what you did. Oh, and tell Andy I'm divorcing him.
Divorce? Oh, you've got to be kidding.
I'm not kidding. He didn't even try to stop you today. How do you think any of us could possibly live together after what happened today? I've had all I can take of you and your useless son.
What are you talking about? You're a mother. You can't get divorced. You have kids. What'll happen to them?
My children? What do you care? You only care about your granddaughter when it's convenient for you. You leave a 6-year-old girl locked outside and go off to eat lunch with your friends. And it's not like Andy cares about his daughter either. He only spends time with her if he's not out drinking with his friends. And if there's no sports on TV. I can raise my children by myself, like I've been doing this whole time anyway. Do you think I need Andy? If you do, you're crazy.
Oh, but a divorce will cause huge problems. Where are we going to live? Andy and I will have no place to live. You wouldn't make us leave.
That's right. You'll have no place to live. That house we're living in now is my dad's. Andy can't touch it in the divorce. And if we're divorced, why on earth would I let him and my ex-mother-in-law keep living with me? So obviously I'll be kicking you two out.
You can't kick us out on such short notice. It's not fair. Are you that heartless? Have you forgotten all the things I've done for you?
I remember all the things you've done to me, but I can't think of anything you've ever done for me. So, how's it going with my useless husband?
Well, he still hasn't come back to the car yet.
Maybe you can't see from the car, but he's down on his knees begging right now. Why don't you try getting out and talking to my dad? I'm sure he'll love to speak to you, too.
Huh? I'm not going over there. Please, Paige, do something. I apologize for everything I've done in the past. I'm sorry. Your dad just came over to the car and took the keys out. He said he's taking Rebecca back with him, and he told me and Andy never to go back to that house of his. What are we supposed to do now? He took the keys. We can't drive back.
I think you should take responsibility for what you've done. Isn't that what you always tell me to do? Look on the bright side. You're much better at communicating than I am. I'm sure you've got lots of friends to help you out, right? Why don't you get them to help you out this time? You know, all of those friends from your women's group. After I called my dad, he had one of the campsite staff members pick me up and drive me back to my house. After speaking to them at the campsite, my dad made Andy and my mother-in-law leave the camp property, and he brought my daughter Rebecca back safely to the house. Rebecca was so happy to see me that she started crying, and I did too. We both cried as we hugged. Somehow, Andy and his mother eventually made it back to the house, even without the car they drove up in. They both begged me to forgive them and to let them back into the house. But after what they did, neither me nor my father would allow them back into the house. Andy also begged me not to divorce him, and he fought it every step of the way. But even he couldn't bear being the target of my father's anger. So Andy finally gave in, and we finalized the divorce. Since my father and I had kicked them out, they didn't have a place to live. I heard they were staying in a cheap, run-down motel for a while, up until the divorce was finalized. As for where they are right now, though, I don't know. There's a rumor going around that there are 2 homeless people who set up camp down by the river, though. As for me, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy. For now, I've moved back in with my parents, so they can help me take care of the new baby. Now that I think about it, raising a newborn baby and an elementary school student is a little much for just one person. But just thinking about having that useless husband or that useless mother-in-law around would be 100 times worse. That's why I'm so happy my parents were there to save me from them and help me out now. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.
Hey, my beautiful daughter-in-law, could you send me around $500 later today, please? I kind of need the money in a hurry. It's basically an emergency, so could you just send it over quick?
Oh, hey, Bob. What happened this time? Why do you need the money? I feel like this is becoming a regular occurrence.
Well, I don't really want to say why I need the money. Can't you just hand it over?
Well, $500 isn't really an amount that I can just send over. Tell me why you need it. It feels like you've been asking me for money like this way too often.
Okay, fine then. Well, I kinda need it to play this game that I'm really into right now. Please, could you just send the money over? If I'm not, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Wait, that's the reason why you want money from me today? For an online game? I don't think I'm gonna be sending you any money unless it's an emergency. This definitely isn't a reason for me to be helping you out financially.
Well, it is an emergency. I think I'm gonna get a panic attack from the anxiety remembering that my wife is gone forever. Gaming is one of my only escapes from this cruel, cruel life. This cruel life is just gonna swallow me into darkness if you don't do this for me. That's why I need the money. Are you happy now?
Well, I guess if it helps you overcome your loss, then... However, promise me that this will be the last time you ask me for money like this, okay? Only when you actually need it. Okay, there. I went to the bank and sent the money over to you. Check your account balance.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much. You're the absolute best. I'm already starting to feel so much better. Hey, Jesse, are you there? Let me know immediately if something has happened to you. I'm starting to get really anxious about all of this. Call me as soon as possible.
Oh, hey, Bob. I'm sorry, but I was in a meeting for work about a new project that we're starting. What's wrong, by the way? It sounds like you're in a panic. Did something happen? Is there an emergency?
Yes, something has happened. It's an absolute huge emergency, too. It's the 27th, and I still haven't received any money from you this month. You've never missed a payment, so I thought you must have gotten into an accident or something. I need you to send over the financial support if you're not in trouble.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I was too busy to yesterday, and that's why it probably still hasn't arrived. I actually went to the bank during lunch break today and put in a transfer. However, since it was after 3, the money's probably not going to reach you until tomorrow.
Wait, so you're telling me that you forgot to do it yesterday? How could you? That's a little inconsiderate, you know? I wish that you'd remember these kinds of things.
Wait, why is that wrong? I told you I already went to the bank today. The money is coming tomorrow. If there's a big emergency, let me know and I can try to see what I can do. It does sound like you're really panicking about something.
Okay, well fine then. It's not really that big of an emergency. I just had dinner plans tonight and the money would have been nice to have. I invited a few of my friends for a nice steak and some beers. You know, a guy's night out type of thing. I was just really hoping I'd have the money, but I guess now I can't go. I also wanted to buy a new video game that was just released today too. Now I can't do that either.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad it wasn't anything important then. I'm sure you can ask your friend to spot you or something. Are you really out of money already? What happened to the $2,700 we gave you last month? That's a pretty large amount of money to be handing over to you as financial support, you know.
It's all gone already. Why are you even asking me this? Do you not know how little $2,700 gets you in this day and age? It's basically gone within a week if I'm not careful about how I spend my money. You try and go out for drinks every Friday and see how far this kind of money lasts you. It's not my fault that the money you give me just gets sucked away. I'd like a little more, if anything.
Inflation is hitting us all pretty hard, you know. However, $2,700 is still $2,700. Considering you live alone, that should be more than enough to last you a full month. In fact, it should be enough so that you can save up a little of it towards your future. I have no idea how you managed to get through it so quickly. Have you tried, I don't know, cutting down on all your nights out? I really hate to say this because you're my father-in-law and I hate being preachy about money, but that money is for living expenses. It's also to pay for your medical expenses, for when you need to go to the hospital.
Oh, stop telling me what I can and I can't spend money on. Going out for drinks and buying video games are part of my living expenses. They're things that I can't live without after all. Don't judge me, by the way. You know no idea what I'm going through, Jess. Back when my wife was still alive, I still had the motivation to work and actually earn money. I used to earn more than double what you're giving me every month right now. I can't be bothered to do any of that now. I was fired from my well-paying job and my wife is gone. My current job pays like crap, so I need you guys to give me money. Do you know what it's like to have your quality of living cut in half?
I know that, Bob. It's just that I don't think you should be making light of the fact that I'm still giving you $2,700 every month. That's a lot of money to me and Justin. I wish you'd be a little more careful with how you spend it. It's a large chunk of the money that we earn together. I just want you to know that.
Oh, stop trying to act all high and mighty about this. It's only $2,700. That's not a lot of money at all, Jess. Bless your heart. I know you come from a poor family, but come on. A few $1,000s is no lavish sum of money. I wouldn't complain if you were handing over $5,000 a month, but you're not.
I didn't grow up in that poor of a family, you know. Also, that would be a ridiculous amount of money to be spending as financial support.
Enough about you. Think about me for a second. How would you feel if you suddenly had to get by on half your normal income? I think it would only make sense that I'm running low on funds.
I mean, I'd probably try to budget and get by with what I had. I wouldn't complain about my situation like this, I don't think. You own your house, so it's not like you're paying any rent either. $2,700 is more than enough to make a living. I really don't think that I'm wrong about this at all. You should stop going on all these spending sprees.
Oh my God, do you think I want to spend that much money every month? Ever since I lost my wife, everything in my home reminds me of her. It's painful for me to even stay there. Distracting myself in the company of my friends or playing games is the only way I can cope with the grief. It's like therapy. I can't live without it. I don't expect you to understand my pain since you're happily married to my son, but at least allow me to have joy in my current life.
Listen, Bob, I'm sorry for your loss. I really mean it. Justin misses his mom too. I know that she meant a lot to your family. I didn't mean to minimize your grief or suffering you may be going through. I just still think that $2,700 is a very generous amount to be giving away, and I can't really understand what you're spending it on. Even drinks and games shouldn't be bringing the total up that high.
Oh, please, would you just shut up about this? Whose fault do you think that this is anyway? It's your fault that this is happening right now. Remember when I asked you to both move in with me? I even told you that you wouldn't have to give me any financial support if you guys moved in with me. However, you rejected my generous offer.
Well, we explained why we couldn't move in with you at the time. The issue is that it's uncommon, and frankly a little absurd, that you were assuming that we're going to be sending you so much financial support in the first place.
Jess, how could you say that to me? You're almost making it sound like I'm the one in the wrong here. I gave you the option, didn't I? If you guys moved in with me, this could have all been avoided. Stop trying to blame this on me and think about sending me more money from now on.
And I appreciate you giving us the option, but ultimately it's not that we don't want to move in with you. It's that we couldn't. We did consider the option, but it was never going to work out. Justin and I both work full-time, and we couldn't afford to live out that far. The commute would have been ridiculously expensive, and it would have taken way too much time to drive to work. Also, you kind of refused to compromise by moving somewhere closer. We even suggested a nice location in the city close to our workplace, but you said no.
Well, it's still a choice that you guys ended up making. Think of it as buying your freedom from me for only $2,700. Compared to some of my friends, you two have it easy. You should be thanking me if anything.
Well, I guess you could think of it that way.
It's fine, Jess. I'm not angry at you. Don't worry about it. I'll take some money out of my secret stash and pay for my own dinner tonight. Just make sure the money's in my account by the 26th from now on. Okay, Jess? If it's late again, I'm gonna be a very angry man.
Okay, Bob. I'll try to be more careful in the future then.
Jess, you need to help me out right this moment. Do something about your idiot husband. What he's trying to do to me is absolutely unacceptable.
What's the matter, Bob? What did Justin do to you exactly? You sound especially angry today.
I can't believe him. We got into an argument and he said he was going to reduce the amount of financial support you guys send me every month.
Oh, that's what you're angry about? I just got off the phone with him about that, actually. I think that I'm going to be siding with him regarding this.
So that ratbag told you about what happened already. You're also going to be siding with him? Did you guys plan this out together in advance or something? You know what? I'm sure this was your idea in the first place, actually. It has to be that you did this to me. My son is a great guy, so he would never do such a thing to me.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't have anything to do with this initially. This idea was his, and it was his decision to talk to you about it. Stop trying to blame me for something that I had no part in.
You are lying. There's no way that's true. I know my son. He would never do something like that to me. I don't know if you're aware, but I get along very well with him. He would never intentionally do something like this.
No, I assure you, Bob. This was his idea. I really had nothing to do with it.
Okay then, even if what you say is true, why didn't you try to stop him? That's what a married couple should be doing too, preventing each other from making poor decisions. It's obviously a terrible idea to reduce the amount of financial support that I receive from you guys. You should have told him that this was such a bad idea immediately.
I want to try and be supportive of whatever he wants to do, and I actually kind of agree with him on this matter. And besides, it's not really my place to say anything. This is a matter between father and son.
Jess, please, would you still support him if he told you he'd take up chain smoking? That wouldn't be a good idea, right? Do you really think he's making the right decision here? Obviously not. Do you remember what I told you last time? I'm still grieving over my dead wife. I can't be without that money. I'm at my wits' ends right now. I need support from my son and my lovely daughter-in-law. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to continue living. You need to go and talk to him right now and convince him otherwise.
Well, the last time we talked, you mentioned you were distracting yourself from your grief by going out with friends, right? That was how you were coping, wasn't it?
Exactly. See? You do get it. If you understand that, then you should know exactly what to say to him. Please go and talk to him right now and make sure that he understands that I need the financial support. The more the better for me.
I understand what you're going through, and I understand that we all cope with grief in different ways. It's just that $2,700 is a lot for Justin and I. We talked about this last time too. It's not in our best financial interest to keep sending you that money. You know, I don't want to say too much, but the reality is that we're barely scraping by as is. That's why I think it's a good idea that we're going to be cutting down on the money we send you.
If that's the case, you should have said something at the very beginning of all of this. I'm an understanding guy. I'm sure I would have been okay. Now I'm used to living this lifestyle. I can't just go back now. I didn't even force you guys for the financial support at the start.
Really? I mean, you did push us pretty hard in the beginning, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's just me being me. Justin knows. I can be pushy and rude sometimes, but I don't really mean any of it. It's just how I come off to people. Anyway, Jess, we have a problem to sort out. Why are you guys trying to lower the amount of money I get? You guys can't even afford to park with $2,700 a month? I thought that you were making the big bucks over there. Both of you work a full-time job too. Tell me how much you make.
I don't want to be rude, but frankly, what I make is none of your business. And besides, $2,700 is $2,700, no matter what you do. I work very hard to earn this money so that I can support my family. I really don't like having to send you a portion of it when you just waste it away.
We're family too now, aren't we? Who do you think let Justin marry you in the first place? Honestly, you should be thanking me. I'm his father. He wouldn't be the kind of guy he is now if it weren't for me.
Again, I have no problem supporting you financially a little bit if you're struggling, but I've really never heard of anyone else giving their in-laws this much money. Also, it seems like you're just spending money on so many unnecessary things. You use a lot of money on in-game items on your online games, right? That's definitely something that's so unnecessary. Also, cutting down on your drinking would be a good start, too. Could you at least tell us how much of the money goes towards actual living expenses?
Wait, I don't understand why you're telling me all of this. You're making it sound like I was doing something wrong. You and Justin make a decent amount of money together. Sharing is caring, you know? Did your mother never teach you that?
I mean, yeah, I get that. We've been supporting you financially all this time, have we not? It was only meant to be a temporary thing anyway. I have no idea why you're assuming that.
Jess, please, think about what's gonna happen in a few months here. Lily's getting soon married and moving out as well, so not only will I have lost my wife, I'll have lost my dear daughter as well. I'll have one less person to rely on. Imagine my grief then. How many nights out will it take to cure me of that, do you think? I need more money from you guys.
Hold on, Bob. Please, just hold on a sec. I don't like where this conversation is headed. It almost sounds like you want more money from us. That's 100% not happening. You know that, right?
Wait, why not though? Justin is my boy, you know. I'm the one that raised him. I'm sure if I go begging to him about this, he'll cave in right away. Do you really think Justin will take your side if I force him to choose? I wonder what you will do in that case. You said you want to support him no matter what he does, right? Do you understand what I'm getting at? You guys are going to end up giving me extra financial support eventually. You might as well make that moment right now.
Do you understand what I'm getting at? We will not be sending you any more money. And what are you even saying, Bob? I just told you Justin wanted to reduce the amount we give you every month. What makes you think he would agree to send more? It doesn't matter if you're the one that raised him. That's irrelevant to this conversation.
I mean, I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Well, let's just leave it at that for now. Hopefully you won't be eating your words anytime soon. Justin's coming to help plan out Lily's wedding, so I'll talk to him then. We'll see what happens after that. I'm sure he's going to be changing his mind about this entire thing very soon. Hey, Jess, I have something I want to talk to you about. So, I just had dinner with Lily and her fiancé. We were having some food, some drinks. Yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed the night until something happened. Lily suddenly came up to me, and guess what she said?
I don't know. What did she say?
Hey, you're no fun. Try and guess. I'm asking you a question, you know?
Okay. I mean, can you at least give me a hint? You've literally given me no information and told me to guess. It could be anything. Could you just get to the point if you have something to say to me?
Fine, you darn party pooper. You are so boring at times. Anyway, she told me that she was gonna move out after she got married. Can you believe that? How ungrateful can she be? Who do you think provided for her all these years? I can't believe that she's gonna be moving out like this.
So she told you she was going to move out? Is that it? She's an adult now. It's kind of an obvious choice to make, isn't it?
No, far from it. That's not the worst part. The worst part is that she said she's gonna live with his parents. Both his fiancé's parents are alive and they're pretty well off to boot. Who do you think needs more help around the house, me or them? Unbelievable, right? Why are they both gonna go live over there? It is not fair on me at all.
I mean, it's kind of their choice, you know. That's between Lily, her fiancé, and his parents to decide. If they've come to this decision, then it shouldn't matter to you. I hate to say it, but you really don't have a say in the matter, unfortunately. You're just gonna have to move on with life without her living with you.
Excuse me, Jess? Just whose side do you think you're on? Why are you making it sound like this is totally fine?
I'm not on anybody's side. I'm just telling you how I feel about this situation.
And wait until you hear about this. His parents know about my situation too. His parents know that I've lost my wife and that I live alone. They know that I need help and yet they still won't do anything to help me out at all. Don't you think that this marriage has failed before it even started, do you? Their entire family is just full of selfish human beings.
I can't say I know anything about that. What I do know, though, is that her fiancé works a stable job at a very respectable company. I also know that he is very kind to Lily. If you ask me, they make a great couple. I really don't think you should be doing anything to try to disrupt their lives as newlyweds.
What are you talking about, Jess? A stable job? Being kind to her? That's the bare minimum she should be getting out of that relationship. That's not the problem here. The problem is that everyone's ditching me to go elsewhere. There's also more tragic problems too.
Okay. Then I assume you're about to tell me what the tragic problem is?
Well, the biggest problem is they said they wouldn't be supporting me after they move out. I was absolutely furious when I got told this.
Bob, please, hold on just a sec. Let me get this straight. You asked Lily to send you money as well? Even though you're already receiving plenty of financial support from us?
Well, of course I'm asking for some. Why shouldn't I? She's my daughter, so it makes sense for her to be supporting me. It wouldn't be fair to you guys if you were the only one supporting me financially. I'm doing this for you. I'm kidding, but on a serious note, Lily's getting married, which means she's going to be more financially stable. There's no harm in sending some of that excess cash flow to me, is there? I can put it to better use than they can, for sure.
Okay, listen, Bob. We're already supporting you financially. You really shouldn't get Lily involved in this. Please. You know she quit her job to marry him, right? I don't think she'll be able to help you out. Plus, she's still in her 20s. You shouldn't be putting this kind of responsibility on her.
What does age have to do with any of this? Also, I'm not asking her to send me money. I'm asking her future husband to send me money. Considering how much he makes, it shouldn't be a big deal for either of them. When you marry the person, you marry their money as well. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be able to use his money as she likes. I'm just asking her to send me a little bit of that money. It's no big deal.
Yes, it is true that shared finances are an important aspect of marriage, but that's strictly between husband and wife. You're just her father. That's all. You really shouldn't be asking this of them. What they decide to do with their money is their choice. None of it is obligated to you.
Okay, fine. If you want to get all philosophical on me, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? If you want me to stop bothering Lily for money, you can just pay me what she was supposed to. Let's see. I need some more money on top of what you already pay me. How about $5,500 then? I think that's about the amount of money I could do with every month.
Did you say $5,500? So you basically want to double what we're currently giving you?
Yep, that's exactly what I'm asking you to do. Each side of the family should be contributing the same amount. How fair of me, don't you think?
You were seriously considering asking Lily for $2,700 a month as well, then?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was planning on doing. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? In fact, I did ask, and she said no. Can you believe it? What an ungrateful child. Since you were so kind as to be willing to help pick up her slack, you can take her responsibility. Give me $5,500 from now on.
You can't be serious about this, can you? There is no world where I'd be willing to just hand you that much money every month.
Why not, though? What happened to all that big talk earlier? I thought you were trying to be a good sister-in-law and look out for poor little Lily. If you want to help her out, I'm afraid the only way you can do that is by sending me the money she would have owed me.
Why does it feel like I'm talking to a brick wall? Bob, you need to please listen to me. I told you, and I'm not telling you again. We cannot afford to keep giving you money like we do now. We were originally talking about reducing the amount of money we give you. I have no idea why you're suddenly asking me for more.
Huh? Why not? You both make about $9,000 a month combined, right? You two can live off $4,000 a month, can't you? My wife and I lived off much less than that back in the day. What do you need all that money for?
Okay. If we go by your logic, you should be able to live off $2,000 a month since you live alone. We've been handing you more money than you would have needed.
Why are we talking about me all of a sudden? I'm talking about you two. And besides, I need that money for important reasons.
You can't just say reasons and expect me to believe you. I'm sorry, but we cannot afford to give you any more money, and that is our final decision. Listen, I don't like having to say this, but do not talk to me about this ever again. If you ask again, we will stop helping you out completely.
Jess, you can't be serious. So you don't care at all if I live or die? How could you guys abandon me like this? Jess, what the hell is going on? Why are you just ignoring me now? Are you still there? Reply to me right now. Hi, Jess. I wanted to talk to my dear daughter-in-law about something. Is this a good time for you right now?
I'm at work right now, but I can talk for a bit. What is it, Bob?
Excellent. Oh, I knew I could count on you. So you know how I've been kind to you these past few months?
You've been kind to me? How? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, I've been putting up silently with the small amount of financial support you guys send me every month. I've been such a good father-in-law, haven't I? I haven't said a single word to you about this.
Did you just say small amount?
Well, since I've been so nice to you, I was thinking you could do me a little favor in return.
Again, I don't think that it's a small amount we're giving you.
Whatever, enough about that. I do think it is a small amount, though. Anyway, as you should know, Lily's wedding is coming up soon. I just wanted to ask what your plans for the wedding gift were.
The wedding gift? Well, we're planning to get her something, but we haven't completely decided yet.
Do you think that you could just give her some cash instead? Preferably more than $10,000 in cash would be nice. That is the bare minimum I'd ask from you.
I'm sorry. Say that again? Did you just say $10,000?
Indeed. $10,000 is exactly what I said. I mean, how could you not give her that much? My one and only daughter is getting married. What kind of a father would I be if I didn't help her receive lots of wedding gifts?
I'm sorry, but where are you getting that number from? I've literally never heard or seen anyone give a cash gift over $10,000 at a family wedding. That is an absolutely ridiculous amount. In fact, I think it's kind of weird to just be handing over money as a wedding gift, too.
Wait, really? $10,000 is too much for you? $10,000 should be like the very bare minimum you give her.
You're being ridiculous if you really mean all this. I mean, okay, I'm not one to judge your cultural traditions. We all come from different backgrounds, and that's a wonderful thing. But let's assume what you said is true for a second. If me, the sister-in-law, is giving $10K, that means you, father, is giving more than that, right?
How would that be appropriate? I've basically fully retired already. It's not my responsibility to be handing out money like that. I don't have an income. How could you possibly expect me to contribute anything? That means I'm excused from having to give her anything.
Are you serious? So you're trying to force just us to give her money as a gift? Why, though? It's not even going to you.
Well, I'm dead serious. I mean, how do you expect me to save up any money to give her? It's her special wedding day, so I want someone to give her some money to help pay for the wedding. I definitely can't do that. At least not with the amount of money you give me to live with. There's also nothing left from my wife's estate either, so that's a no-go either.
Wait, what did you just say? How? Where did that money go? I thought she had a decent amount in her estate, as her parents passed down a large amount to her.
What do you mean, where did it go? She left me some money, and now that money is gone. I spent it, obviously. Come now, even Lily wouldn't ask me such a dumb question. Anyway, what kind of father would I be if I didn't give my daughter a single dollar on her most blessed day? If you really wanted to make things right, you could give her another $10,000 in my place.
I'm sorry, what? Nothing that you're saying is making any sense at all. Are you drunk again or something?
Wait, no. I'm her father. She'd be so disappointed if I gave her the same amount as you. How about $20,000 instead then? Yeah, $20,000 sounds good to me, don't you think?
Let me get this straight. You want me to gift her money on your behalf? You're really not making any sense at all. I'm just gonna get her some accessories or something as a wedding gift.
Wait, you can't do something like that. I need to make a good impression on her by giving her money. I've got to contribute more than her fiancé's parents do. Then they might decide they want to live with me instead. Oh, you're a successful woman. You can scrounge up $20,000 for me, right?
What are you going on about, Bob? Stop going on about this ridiculous idea of yours. There's not a chance in hell that I'm going to be providing you with $20,000. And even if I could, I wouldn't be giving it to you so that you can gift it to your daughter. Just how shameless can you be?
Don't talk to me like that, Jess. You need to know your place, woman. I am the father of your husband. Do you really think this marriage is gonna last if you disobey me? Who do you think is in control of this marriage?
What are you trying to say? Are you threatening me or something?
Oh, now you want to play dumb. Fine, I'll say it loud and clear so that even an idiot like you can understand. If you continue being a bad wife and continue not listening to me, I'll make sure that Justin gets a divorce from you. He is my boy, so he's obviously gonna listen to what I tell him to do.
Wow. Just wow. You're unbelievable. I've tried to be nice to you. I've tried to deal with you as best as I could, but you are absolutely delusional. Neither me or Justin intend on leaving each other, but you can sure as hell try. This conversation is over. I am not going to be doing anything to help you out. You can deal with the wedding gift yourself. You really need to stop being so delusional about everything.
You're calling me delusional? Just who do you think you are? You are showing your true colors now, aren't you? You know what? Don't even try show up to Lily's wedding. I'll see to it that you get rejected at the door. She doesn't need a home wrecker like you in her life.
That is not up to you to decide. That is Lily's decision, and you are not Lily. I'm sure that she'd want me at her wedding. Anyway, are you done saying what you want to say to me? If you'll excuse me now, I have work to do.
Come back here right this instant. We are not done talking yet. I need you to give me that money so that I can please them. They might choose to move in with me instead. Are you there, Jess? Why aren't you answering me? Jess, damn it. Jess, what the hell is happening? The reception staff wouldn't let me into the wedding venue. What is going on? Explain yourself right now, Jess. Good. It seems like the venue staff are doing their job then. My sister and I asked the wedding organizers to put you on a blacklist. You can turn around and leave because you will not be making it past the door. What did you just say? You said my sister and I? Who is this that I'm talking to? Is it not Jess? I thought that this was her number. I know you were hoping to text my wife, but unfortunately, you have to deal with me now. You know who this is, right? Wait, what? Justin? Is that you? What are you doing on her phone? I texted Jess because I wanted to talk to Jess. Give the phone to Jess right now. I would have texted you if I wanted to talk to you. Sorry, Dad, but Jess will no longer be speaking with you. She is too nice for her own good.
I'm sure she would still humor you if you messaged here, so I'm stepping in to make sure that never happens again. In fact, neither of us will be talking to you again. We want to have nothing to do with you from now on. Don't bother talking to me or ever coming to see me.
Justin, what are you talking about all of a sudden? It almost sounds like you're trying to cut ties with me or something. No, there's no way that's true, right? Oh, what's going on? Talk to me, please.
It has recently come to my attention that you've been contacting Jess in secret. If I didn't happen to check her phone one day for something, I would have never known. She kept all the nasty, selfish things you said to her to herself and never said a word about it to me. I looked over her chat history. I know everything now. So that's it. I'm putting my foot down. I no longer want you as part of my life.
What are you talking about, Justin? You're making no sense right now, son. Now, stop messing around with me like this and hand the phone to Jess.
How dare you take advantage of the fact that Mom died and the fact that I was going through a career change to ask Jess for money? You went to her because you knew I would have told you no. I can't believe that you were trying to force her to give you even more money than what we've already been giving you.
Whatever could you possibly mean, son? I would never do anything like that. I wasn't forcing her to do anything at all.
Do you want me to spell it out for you then? You knew that Jess was kind. You knew that she would give you anything you wanted as long as you asked for it. She thought you were grieving, for crying out loud. How could you? How could you use Mom's death like that? I can't believe that you were doing something like this. That all ends today. We're both going to be cutting ties with you completely.
I still have no idea what you're talking about. I would never disrespect your mother like that.
Cut it out. I heard you even asked Lily for financial support as well. Is that true?
I mean, yes, that's true. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? Her fiancé is so rich. What's wrong with asking for a little pocket change?
I don't get why you seem to be fine with asking your children for money like this. Why do you think we work so hard? Do you think we work hard just so that you can have fun? Why do you feel entitled to our money? I don't get it. Just because we're family? I'd like to remind you that Jess is your daughter-in-law, and neither is Lily's husband. Leave them out of this. Stop trying to depend on your children-in-law for money like this. It's just embarrassing.
So what if they're my in-laws? They married my kids. That means they're a part of my family now.
Even if they are, what makes you think that gives you the right to demand money from them? Do you know how embarrassing it is for us, as your children, to have to constantly make excuses for you? I am tired of it. I'm not doing it anymore. I am absolutely done with you.
What did you just say about me? Did you call me embarrassing? Are you saying you're ashamed of your own father? Yo, how dare you? Just who do you think raised you and clothed you and fed you all those years? Whose roof did you live under?
Mom was the one that raised us. She also worked a full-time job while doing all the housework. She's the one we're grateful for.
Well, what about me then? I was working as well, you know.
What are you talking about? It was because of Mom that we had enough money to get by. She worked hard so that her kids could have a good life. You should have been embarrassed by yourself as the man in the family. She was earning more than you on top of all the duties that she already had.
Well, there were reasons for that. She just got lucky with some promotions. I also did some occasional chores around the house, too.
Chores? Don't make me laugh. Your memory must be extremely selective, because do you remember what you told me back when I started middle school? You told me to clean up after myself because you sure as hell wouldn't do it. And you didn't just say that either. You meant it. You didn't do a single thing for me after that. Same goes for Lily. She feels the same way as I do. She hates you.
That was my way of preparing you for the real world. Why do you think you both grew up to be such capable adults? Because I didn't spoil you two. I made you work.
Really? That's what you're going with? Let me get this straight. You wanted your kids to grow up to be independent, so you cast them aside and left them to their own devices? If you really wanted to teach us something, you could have at least taught us the basics yourself. Everything that you just said was an excuse, and you know it.
But that doesn't change the fact that all the chores around the house were handled right. It was thanks to the way that I raised you guys.
Well, that was due to Mom trying her best. We knew she was tired from work, so we wanted to help her out wherever we could. This is giving me a headache. Why am I even wasting my breath talking to you? Clearly, nothing is getting through to you. This is it. After today, you are no longer my parent, and I am no longer your son.
Huh? Justin, just wait. Let's not be rash now, shall we? What do you mean by that? What's gonna happen to me? What's gonna happen to you?
I can tell you what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna repay Jess for all the money that she sent to you. Now that I've settled into my new job, I'll be making more money so I can finally afford to do so.
Okay, Justin, that's great news, son. In that case, we can keep things the way they are, right? Even though you're making more money now, I won't ask for any more either. That's me being really nice. We can keep things exactly the way they are. See? I can be reasonable. How does that sound, Justin?
You still don't get it, do you? You absolute leech. It's just hopeless trying to explain things like this to you.
A leech? What did you just call me?
Just who do you think has been supporting your lifestyle all this time?
Well, maybe it was partly due to Jess.
Okay, so you do at least have a shred of self-awareness. Why haven't you thanked her then? How did you possibly think you could get away with asking her for more? You even tried to ask her to give a large amount of cash for this wedding. Just get out of here already.
Wait, no, you guys can't just exclude me like this. I'm gonna be all alone too if you guys cut ties with me. I've been grieving ever since I lost my wife. You should know how sad I feel too.
I know how sad it feels, and Jess was trying to help you through that, as she's so kind. You could have at least shown a little appreciation to her.
Wait, but I did show her some appreciation.
Did you? I searched your chat history of over 300 plus messages, and not a single one said thanks. Forget that. Your attitude was downright entitled. You were acting like she owed you that money, that it was somehow her obligation to give you that money.
Wait, but I'm her father-in-law. Don't you think she should at least show some respect for her in-laws? I mean, think about me for a second. Where we come from, a little financial support for your parents is expected. How am I supposed to keep up appearances with our relatives back home if she can't even do that for me?
I don't buy any of that, Dad. Stop making up gross excuses for the terrible things that you've done. Also, you threatened her with divorce if she didn't listen to you. I heard about that too, by the way.
Well, I guess I said that, but there's a good reason why I had to say that. If she can't even devote herself to her husband's family, what good of a wife could she possibly be? She didn't give me the money I asked for, and that's why I had to say that to her. It is her fault.
Christ, are you serious? You're trying to blame what happened on her?
What do you mean, am I serious? Yes, I'm serious. And I am your father, and you will not be speaking to me like that.
Yeah? How come you're only a dad when it's convenient for you? Just so we're clear, neither me nor Lily consider you as a dad anymore. In fact, we haven't really thought of you as a family member for a long time. Now we're finally gonna be free from you. This is gonna feel so great.
What are you trying to say, Justin? Are you seriously just gonna cut ties with me completely? Do you no longer care about what happens to your poor father?
Why do you think either of us would care in the slightest if you disappeared? Name one thing you've done for us in the past 6 years. In fact, I'll be glad that you're gone. One less nuisance that I'll have to worry about.
There's no way you mean that. You can't leave me. You're bluffing, I know it.
Am I? Do you really think I'm the kind of guy that would bluff about this kind of stuff? Why do you think you're standing outside the wedding and not in it? It's because you're not allowed inside. And we have no intention of letting you in. We've already explained everything to Lily's parents, and they understand our decision too. After today, none of us are ever gonna see you again.
Oh, this is not acceptable at all. You guys are both ungrateful little brats. You think you can get away with having a wedding without a parent in attendance?
You're not our parent. Get it through your head. Lily will live with her in-laws from now on, and that is final. She's moving out of your house for good.
Oh, you can't do this to me. You and Lily would never have been born if it weren't for me. I'm your father, and you can't take that away from me.
The guilt tripping is not gonna work anymore. If you wanted to be our dad, you should have acted like one. It's too late for that now.
You can just pack up and leave. What am I supposed to do from now on? How am I supposed to survive? I don't have a source of income now.
Figure that out yourself. You have nothing to do with us at this point. You're not a complete grandpa yet. You can still work, can't you? Work at a part-time job, like you made us do when we were kids.
Work? Part-time? You're gonna make your elderly father work again? At my age? This is abuse. Elderly abuse. You guys better start sending me financial support or else.
Okay, then I guess you can just live off your pensions in a few years' time then. I have no idea what you're gonna do until then, though. If you don't want to work, then I guess you'll have to say goodbye to your current lifestyle. I doubt you'll be able to keep it up with government money alone. You spend way too much.
Why are you doing this to me? Do you not feel bad for me at all? Do you enjoy making your very own father suffer like this?
Now you get it, don't you? Now that you're standing on the other side, maybe you can develop some empathy. This is what it felt like being raised by you. Both me and Lily greatly resent you for it. We have to live with the emotional baggage you gave us, so the least that you can do is stay away from us for the rest of your life. You ignored us and basically cut us off while we were growing up. If it weren't for Mom, who knows if I'd even be here today? Now it's time for us to ignore you and cut you off.
Oh, how can you say such horrible things?
Think of it as your past sins finally catching up to you. You've been living the good life until now, but all good things come to an end. So you better get used to it, quick.
Oh, Justin, wait. I can't. There's no way. If you leave me, I won't be able to do anything with my life.
You best thank Mom. Thanks to her, you at least still have a place to stay. That house was passed down to her from her parents after all. It's not actually your property, but you get to use it.
Justin, I really think that you should rethink this.
From now on, we are strangers. Don't call me by my name. Don't treat me like family. Don't come to me like family. Don't tell anyone else we're family, because we sure as hell won't. Don't even try and show up on our doorstep. It won't work. We actually moved house before the wedding, and we have no intention of giving you our new address.
Wait, you guys moved? Oh, Justin, please. Listen to me. Listen, I'll do anything. I won't even ask for money. Actually, now, I'll ask for less money. How does $1,000 a month sound? That's reasonable, right? I need something. Anything, please.
I see you still haven't learned a single thing from this conversation. All right, I doubt we'll see each other again, so let me get all of this out of the way. Thanks for everything up until now. Don't come knocking ever again. I hope you live out the rest of your days in peace and quiet. Goodbye forever, Dad. This is the last time I ever talk to you.
Oh, Justin, wait, I'm not done with our conversation. You feel better now, right? You feel better after getting that out of your system? Now, be a good boy and let me in the wedding. Justin, what the hell? How could you do this to me?
After the conversation, Bob broke down crying in front of the wedding venue. He was so loud that he had to be escorted far away by the security guards at the venue. We later found out that Bob had been spending the majority of the money we gave him on in-game currency and online games. He spent 90% of the money we gave him on in-game items, and he also took on a whole bunch of credit card debt to buy even more stuff in-game. He was addicted to buying items within an online game using real money. We were furious when we found out that's what he had been spending our money on. However, we also knew that his life was going to be absolute hell from now on, so that was a little satisfying to think about. Bob was unable to pay off the credit card debt that he had accumulated. He ended up having to sell his house to pay it all off. The last I heard, he was living on the streets begging people for a living. His life sure did take a huge downward spiral. Thanks for watching! If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button. Becca! What were you thinking? Did you seriously just dump a bucket of water on me? I know it was you. I saw you up on the balcony.
Oh, that? I was just trying to drive away a pesky little fly. That's all. Just this little annoying bug that keeps coming around. It's my wedding day. My special day. I want everything to be perfect. And it wouldn't do to have a bug buzzing around and ruining the ceremony.
What? What fly? I didn't see any fly.
Oh, you didn't? It's this pest that likes to show up even when it isn't invited. You know, exactly like you, Megan. You're a pesky little fly, and I certainly didn't ask you to be here.
What is with you? You always talk about me like that. You never have anything nice to say about me. For heaven's sake, we are family now. You're my sister-in-law. How can you be so rude to me all the time? What is the matter with you? Did I do something to offend you?
Huh? Sister-in-law? Who is my sister-in-law? I don't think I have one of those. My husband doesn't have any sisters last time I checked. So I'm pretty sure I don't have any sister-in-laws, if my husband doesn't have any sisters.
What are you talking about?
You aren't actually related to Jason, and you know it. So don't try to pull some high and mighty attitude with me. You aren't even related to anyone in the whole family. You don't share a single drop of blood with anyone. I know about you. You're adopted. You didn't even grow up in the same house. You came from an orphanage. And neither one of us is about to see some street rat as family.
My little brother is my little brother. And you're his wife, right? Pretty sure that it makes me your sister-in-law. I don't understand why you dislike me so much.
Dislike? I don't dislike you. I hate you. You're from the system. You were raised by the state. It isn't right or proper to have you in this family. From the minute I found out you were adopted, I was so disappointed and ashamed. God, I hope no one else finds out about it. If my friends knew, or what if it got out in the tabloids? This is an important family. Everyone knows Green Pharmaceutical. How could the oldest daughter of the family with one of the biggest companies in the country be some foster system urchin? It's embarrassing.
That urchin you are talking about is very loved by her parents. They have always treated me like I was their own. They welcomed me with open arms from day one. They have always told me that I am their daughter in their heart. Their real daughter. And they never, ever make me feel less than.
Oh, really?
Yes. You want to see my adoption papers? Are you going to trace back the family tree? Because according to every legal document you can find, I am Jason's big sister. If you are going to be married to my little brother, the least you could do is show me some decency and respect from now on.
I absolutely will not. How could I, his wife, see you as my sister-in-law? I don't, I can't, and I won't.
So it's like that? You're going to hate me, just like that?
You bet I am. Just like that. And it is never going to change. You're just some orphan that his parents stuck in. I guess they took pity on you. Or maybe they were just delusional. Who knows what was going through their heads? This family has been around for a long time. Green Farm has been passed down for generations. And yet here you are, ruining the family line. I don't need you here. I don't want you at my wedding. You're going to ruin the photos if you're in them. Go home, pesky little fly.
I'm asking you to leave. Yeah, well, my clothes are soaking wet anyway. There's not much point in sticking around here. Hey, I told you not to come. You should have listened. I warned you and you didn't pay attention. You just showed up anyway. What did you expect? It's your own fault you are sitting there, dripping all over the place. You look like a drowned rat. Now get out of here, before you ruin everything. You're getting the floor wet. Is that really what you want? You seriously really don't want me here? I said leave. I'm very busy. I don't have time to deal with a stupid little fly bugging me. Buzz off. I heard a rumor that there is going to be an important announcement after the wedding. It looks like Green Pharmaceutical is about to come under new management, if you know what I mean. It's about time your dad retired, and I know he wants to see the company in good hands. You know, like his sons. You wait and see. This is an important day for us. It's going to be really special, and I want everything to be perfect. So scram. Oh, really? They're giving Jason a promotion? You think they're going to give the company over to Jason and not to me? You aren't even their kid. Why would they give the company to you? That doesn't make any sense. 100%. Jason is going to be the next president of the company. It's obvious. He's their real kid. And once he takes over the company, what he says goes. He'll be the boss. First things first, I've asked him to do a little favor for me. Think of it as a wedding gift, just for me. He's going to get rid of you. Completely. You really think he would be willing to turn his back on his sister so easily? He can and he will. I know, because we already talked about it. He promised me that I'd never have to see your ugly face again. So, like I said, you better get out of here. Oh, hey, and a bit of advice. Why don't you go ahead and pack your bags while you're at it? It would be a good idea because if you don't, you might end up with nothing but the clothes on your back. You know, those wet clothes you are dripping all over the place in. We wouldn't want that, would we?
Hey, Megan. Where did you run off to all of a sudden? Are you okay? What's going on? The wedding is going to be starting any minute. Where the hell are you?
It looks like Jason and Becca have decided that they would rather I not attend. Becca dumped a bucket of water on my head. I am soaked from my head to my toes. I'm going to go home before I catch a cold.
A bucket of water? What are you talking about? What do you mean she dumped a bucket of water on you?
Did you know that Jason hates me? Like, really hates me. Apparently both he and Becca can't stand me. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I think it really bothers them that I'm adopted. I hadn't realized how much it bothered them before, but they cleared that right up today.
Wait a minute. You aren't joking. She literally poured water on you? That's ridiculous. And even if you are adopted, you're his sister. And a human being, for that matter. No one should be dumping water on you. This is absurd.
She told me that he doesn't see me as his big sister because I came from an orphanage. I'm adopted and not blood related, so I don't count as part of the family. It feels like no matter what I say or do, that isn't going to change. I don't know if Jason has always felt like that or if Becca has turned him against me. But she said they both don't want me around.
What the hell is wrong with those two?
I know it is a little awkward for me to skip the wedding, and I'm so sorry, but... Daddy, I'm sorry. I really just want to go home. I don't much feel like celebrating after everything that happened today.
I'm not sure what to do without you here. I had planned an announcement for today. I was going to do it after the ceremony. I was thinking that during the reception everyone would be making speeches. You know I am getting older. Before long, I will be retiring. and it's time I get ready to pass the company along the family line. I wanted to have a toast to the new vice president of Green Farm.
Ah, so the rumor is true. Jason is taking over?
What? What are you talking about? I already chose you. You're my oldest child, and I want you to take the reins. One day you are going to lead our business, and you're more than ready. And when you become vice president, I'll need someone to take over your old job. I had thought I would give that to Jason. At least, that is what I was planning to do. I can't really make a toast in your honor without you there, now can I?
Wouldn't it be better if you gave the job to him? I'm pretty sure that is what Becca is expecting. Maybe everyone else, too.
What the hell are you talking about? Snap out of it! You and I both know Jason isn't suited to lead. It just isn't in him. And you also know good and damn well that you are. You know you're the better choice for a million reasons.
I guess that is true. Thanks, Dad. He does miss work a lot, and he's always making excuses. I admit, he embarrasses me pretty often. He's difficult to work with and impossible to manage. The entire team complains about him, and I always have to pick up his slack.
I really thought that he would grow up a bit and get his act together once he started a family of his own. But I should have known. He is who he is, so of course he would marry someone just like him. Another petulant child. After today, I honestly don't know what to do with him. I don't even want to give him your old job now. I don't think he could handle it, for starters. And I don't want to reward someone that is going to act out like a toddler. Even if he is my son.
If I am going to speak as his manager instead of as his sister, yeah, I wouldn't give him the job either. I think it would be a big mistake.
I see. Well then, I've made my decision. I don't believe I'll be making any big announcements today, so you might as well go ahead and leave. Go home, get out of those wet clothes, and try to relax. Forget about everything that happened here, okay?
You really don't mind?
Of course not. They can say whatever they want, but my daughter is my daughter. I don't want any child of mine to have to hang around people that are going to look down on her. No matter who they are. It would be bad enough if a stranger did this. But family, I cannot believe she threw water on you. It's outrageous.
Daddy.
You just leave everything to me. You don't worry about anything those two idiots say or do, okay? Don't let them get to you.
Thank you. I feel so much better after talking to you. You always know how to cheer me up. On that note, I am going to head home. I love you, Daddy. I hope you have fun at the wedding. Drink a glass of champagne for me. You better tell me exactly what is going on. No one said you were even being considered to take over the company. How can they pick you over Jason when you aren't even part of the family? It's a frickin' scandal! You're adopted. You aren't even their kid and he is. It's ridiculous to pick some orphan they drug home over their own flesh and blood. What are you talking about? I thought he wasn't going to announce anything. Did something happen at the wedding? I didn't think he was going to make any toasts. But I guess Dad decided to go ahead and tell everyone after all. He pulled us aside during the reception and told us. Thank God it wasn't a toast. How embarrassing would that have been? In front of everyone? I would have died. He also asked us not to come around anymore. He said he doesn't want us to see the family any more than necessary. No holidays, no vacations, no family dinners. If it isn't business, he doesn't want to see us at all. Why are we the ones getting booted out? Why do your parents not want us around anymore? What happened? Explain it to me like I am a child, because I don't get it at all. What? He really said all that? And another thing. I never knew that you were Jason's manager. He always complained about how annoying his manager was, always breathing down his neck. But I never knew he was talking about you. It seems to me that you don't know much about anything. You always talk, but you never really listen, do you? Maybe you should give it a try sometime.
I am so lost, okay? I don't have a clue. I just knew that Jason was going to inherit the company. I never doubted it. It just made sense. He's their son, for God's sake. Everyone was making speeches and toasts. Everything was going so well. I just knew your dad was going to tap his little champagne glass and hand the company off. It would have been perfect. Instead of a big toast and everyone clapping, we get yanked into a corner and told Jason is going to be transferred to another branch. Why do we have to go live in the middle of nowhere in Montana?
Montana? You guys are going to the Montana branch? Like, the factory?
Yes, that's what he told us. We just got married and now I have to move to frickin' Montana. I can't believe this is happening to me. I don't want to go live in some rural podunk town in the middle of nowhere. I hate it already.
I mean, Montana is honestly pretty nice. Have you ever been? It's beautiful, really. There are a lot of great places to see. The nature is incredible, and you can find some unique foods. Have you ever tried elk or bison? It's pretty tasty. Also, you could take up skiing or something. Winter sports are pretty big there.
If you like it so much, why don't you go? You're the adopted one. You're the one that ought to be going.
I can't do that. I have way too much to do these days. As vice president, I'm going to really have my hands full. And I have a lot of work to finish up before I move into my new job. I have to select a new manager to replace me.
This is so messed up. Why are they sending him off to the middle of nowhere while you get everything? It isn't fair. I know what happened. You're his manager. You abused your power, didn't you? You used him, didn't you?
What? What are you talking about?
You probably made up some lies about him to make yourself look better. You made him your patsy. I bet you gave him impossible tasks he couldn't possibly finish. Told everyone he was calling out, skipping work, shirking his responsibilities. You should be ashamed. You did this to him. I bet you make up all kinds of stuff to tell your parents. You stole his job right out from under him. You stole our future. You're a liar and a thief. There's no way they'd send the real son off to some lame place like Montana if you hadn't fed them a bunch of crap.
Why would I do that? I don't need to make up anything about him. He really is a terrible employee. But even still, he's my brother. I wouldn't throw him under the bus like that.
Oh, really? Well then, talk to your dad. Say something. Say anything. You've got to talk some sense into him. I don't care what you have to do. Just don't let him send us to Montana. Look, if you can help me out, I can accept you. You know, as his sister.
Oh, you would do that? For me?
I'm telling you that if you can handle this for us, I can handle having you as a sister-in-law. Consider it a trade, okay? Just do something. I'm asking for one favor. I've never asked you for anything before. I won't ask you for anything again. But if you don't, I will never speak to you ever again.
Oh, wow. Thank you. This is the happiest day of my life.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
You said you'd never speak to me again. Man, I would love that. What a relief. That's the greatest gift you could ever give me. I accept. Thank you so much.
Wait, what? What are you so happy about? Didn't you understand me? I'm saying that's it. You'll never see me again. You'll never hear from me again. I won't tell anyone we're in-laws. Nothing. You'll be a ghost to me. Are you saying that's what you want?
Absolutely. You can just go on ignoring me for the rest of your life. That would be just perfect. It doesn't bother me one bit if you don't want to think of me as your sister-in-law.
What are you saying?
Come to think of it, I'm glad you don't see me as your in-law. I don't want you to. I'd rather no one know I'm related to someone like you anyway. In fact, I have a great idea. Let's go ahead and make it a clean break. It'll be better for everyone. Why don't I just go ahead and fire Jason? You guys can live in Montana forever. Wouldn't that be nice?
What are you saying? You wouldn't dare.
Look, Dad has already talked to me about the whole presidency thing. I'm going to be the president of the company one day. That's a fact. Starting next month, I'm going to be the vice president. That comes with certain privileges. I'll be able to hire or fire anyone I choose.
What? You're getting the promotion now? Like, right now?
Yes, like I said, I start next month. I'll be vice president of the company. You know, the one that makes HR decisions. Gets to decide who stays and who goes. If I have an employee I don't want or need, I can have them fired before breakfast. Just like that. So, why don't I fire Jason? He can look for a job out in Montana. I am sure he will do just fine. You guys will never have to worry about seeing me again.
Why would you do that?
Why? Look, obviously I'm not going to fire him. I'm not cruel. However he sees it, he's still family. But I am also not going to lie and say my little brother is some kind of star employee either. He isn't exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Don't jerk me around. I can't stand it. I am not going to waste my life stuck out in the middle of nowhere. I hate the country. It's literally the worst thing I can imagine.
Well, if that's really how you feel, and you really want me to give him his old job back, you're going to have to give him a lot of encouragement. You know, get him to show up for work on time. Maybe put in some extra effort now and then. Show me he means it. If he gets his act together and becomes a good employee, I might actually see fit to bring him back. But I need to see some real change first.
Oh, shut up! This is unbelievable. I don't understand what the hell happened here. You're the one that ought to be begging me for help, not the other way around. It doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't make sense? Are you questioning my father's judgment?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying... I don't know what I'm saying. You know what? I am not going to suck up to you. I'm not going to lower myself like that. So how do you like that? How's that for some real change and effort? You may think you're somebody now that you have a little bit of power, but you are still just a street rat. You're just poor, low-class trash that got lucky when your dad found you. You don't deserve any of this. And I am not about to bend over backwards for some trash like you.
Oh, really now? So even now, that's how you feel? You still think you're better than me?
Just because you got promoted, you think you can talk down to me? Get off your high horse. Just you wait and see. Jason and I are going to have the last laugh. You'll get what's coming to you. There's no way some low-class stray like you could ever become the president of the company or the head of this family.
Is that so? Whatever shall become of me, then. As head of the company, that puts me in a bit of an awkward position.
Huh?
You were just saying... How did you put it? Some low-class stray couldn't be head of the company? I believe that is how you phrased it. So, I suppose I ought to resign then?
Wait. What? What is going on? What do you mean, head of the company? Who is this?
It's been a bit, hasn't it? I don't think I've seen you since the wedding. Have you been? It's me, David Green. I believe you know me as your new father-in-law.
What? There's no way. This is a joke, right?
I have to say, Becca, I had no idea you hated orphans quite so much. I should have been more considerate of your feelings. If only I had realized. I want to be sure I don't make you uncomfortable again. We can cut ties and consider the bridge burnt. I just want to make you happy after all. I know you won't be comfortable having someone like me in your family after all.
Oh, wait, please. What is happening? I'm so lost. I thought I was messaging Megan. Did I accidentally text you instead? Have I got the numbers crossed?
No, you are definitely messaging Megan. But I am sitting right beside her. I can see every message you send. I couldn't stand it any longer, so I borrowed her phone.
Oh, no. No.
I guess you didn't know that I also grew up in an orphanage. I never meant to offend you, but I must have spoken above my station now and then. Being so low class, I must have forgotten my place. If you forgive me for being so insolent, I'd be grateful.
How is this possible? I don't understand.
Well, it's the truth. I never really felt the need to make a big deal out of it.
But, I mean, really, how is that possible? You inherited the company from your father. Everyone knows the Green family name. And everyone knows the company has been handed down for generations. How could you have inherited the company if you're from an orphanage? I thought you were born a Green.
Oh, I was. To be honest, my father abandoned me. I actually grew up in an orphanage. That's where he found me. At least, that is where he eventually came back for me.
You're kidding?
My parents got a divorce soon after my mother gave birth to me. My mom tried to take care of me, but life is hard on single mothers. It can be brutal. She did what she could, but it wasn't enough. In the end, she gave me up. I reached out to my father, but he wasn't interested. He never came to get me.
Oh, wow.
He had remarried and didn't want any baggage from his old life. However, his new wife was unable to have children. I suppose you could say that was lucky for me. I was already in high school by the time he finally came to get me.
Wow. So you really were raised there?
Yes, I was. I actually grew up in the exact same orphanage that Megan did. You could say I'm a card-carrying member of the orphan club.
I can't believe it. I don't know what to say.
I still donate to that same orphanage. I'm a regular volunteer there as well. It's important to me to give back. That place saved my life and it means the world to me. And that's how I got really lucky. One day I met the sweetest little girl when I was visiting. She was quiet but kind, and so clever. I felt a connection with her instantly. And that little girl is my Megan. My daughter.
I had no idea.
She means everything to me. She's an incredibly important part of this family. It doesn't matter where she came from or where she was raised. What matters is how we feel for each other. How much we mean to each other. How much we love each other. That's all that has ever mattered to me. It's why I get up in the morning. It's why I work hard to take care of my family. To provide them with the kind of life they deserve. But according to you, none of that matters at all. I'm just low-class trash that was raised in a home.
No. I never said that. I was talking about Megan, not you. I would never, ever say that about you. I would take it all back if I could. I wish I could just delete WhatsApp and all these texts.
Don't worry, Becca. You don't have to think about it ever again. In fact, why don't we go ahead and make it where you never have to even see our faces ever again?
What?
I've got some work to do, but I'll take care of it. I'll take care of everything. As you wish, so it will be.
Megan, I need your help. Please. We are going to be disowned. We are going to end up with nothing. Nothing!
What?
Your parents asked Jason to come to their house for some kind of meeting. Your dad is going to disown him. He's firing him. He won't even let him just transfer to another branch. He won't listen to reason. He said he doesn't want anything to do with us anymore. Dad is really being thorough, isn't he? Looks like you guys really made him mad. I don't know why he is so upset. This is all getting blown out of proportion. How was I supposed to know he grew up in a home? Jason didn't even know. If he didn't know, how was I supposed to know? Hey, I'm not the one you ought to be talking to. You should talk to my dad. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried to talk to him. It doesn't matter. He won't listen to reason. No matter what I say, he won't let it go. He won't even answer the phone. Look, I told you. There's nothing I can do to help you. Please! I'm begging you. You've got to talk to your dad for me. You can talk some sense into him. He will listen to you. It's bad enough to fire Jason, but he said he is writing him out of his will. He's ruining our lives. Can't you do anything? No. Trust me, there's no point. Once my dad makes up his mind about something, there's no changing it. He wouldn't listen to me or anyone else for that matter. Oh my god. Why don't you look on the bright side? At least you don't have to go to Montana anymore. You guys can stay here in New York. Honestly, there are plenty of other perfectly good companies to work for here. Jason can take his pick, really. If he puts in some hard work, he could work his way back up from the bottom. You know damn well that isn't what I want. I have big plans. I was going to be the wife of the president of one of the biggest companies in America. I was going to be somebody. I was going to be one of the elites. I wanted to be a member of high society. I wanted to live the high life. Hang out with celebrities, be in the most important social circles. I wasn't looking to marry some average Joe with any old job. I wanted to be at the top. Well, in that case, why don't you two start your own company? There's an idea. Maybe my little brother inherited some of our dad's work ethic. I'm sure he has it in him to do great things. Maybe he will be our competition one day. Start our own company. Are you serious? That's so easy for you to say. It takes a ton of startup cash and connections to start a business anywhere, much less in New York. Do you have any idea what it would cost to even rent a space, much less hire people? Where are we going to get that kind of money? Oh, I am sure with such a kind and supporting wife, he can do anything. You know what they say, behind every great man is an even greater woman. Anyway, I'm pretty busy, so if you'll excuse me, I have to go. Say hi to my brother for me. I heard that one of Jason's friends gave him a job. He didn't even make it a year before he got fired. Apparently, he was one of the worst employees they had ever had. After that, word got around. No one wanted to hire him. He was basically blacklisted. He wore out his welcome with his friends, too. No one will speak to him anymore. I guess when you act like you're better than everyone else, you can't be surprised that your friends abandon you the minute you hit rock bottom. Then the craziest thing happened. You wouldn't believe it. We hired some new temps to do some work around the office. When training started, there was a sea of new faces. Guess who showed up? Becca and Jason. They were using fake names, so I guess they were hoping no one would notice them. They seriously asked our HR department not to use their real names. What were they thinking? Needless to say, they were back to being unemployed by the end of the day. It must have been pretty humiliating for them, since I haven't heard from them since. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Thanks for watching.
Hey, you're not still sleeping, are you? Have you cleaned up everything from breakfast yet?
I'm sorry, I'm planning to do that right now. It still hurts to move.
Just get it done. Are you telling me you haven't done anything yet today? Zoe and I ate breakfast at 7:30.
I'm sorry. It hurts really bad today. It's my period again. I feel really bad and I can't get out of bed.
You think just because you're on your period you can sit around doing nothing all day? What would you do if I wasn't supporting you and letting you stay at home and be a housewife? Don't tell me women can't work or do anything on their period. I think you're getting a little too comfortable staying at home all the time. If any woman working here pulled what you pull every month, they'd be fired in a second.
Elliot, I've told you this so many times before. Please listen to me. A woman's period and menstrual pain is different for each woman. Some women have almost no symptoms at all. Some throw up a lot, and some can barely move with the pain.
Well, you're the only woman I've ever met who says they can't move when they're on their period. I've even talked to a bunch of women about this, and they all told me you're the only one they've ever heard of who can't move. Half the people at work here, and about half the people I ever went to school with are women. It seems pretty strange to me that you're the only one like this, doesn't it?
I'm not surprised. This isn't a common condition, and I'm sure women who do have this condition won't want to talk about it to random men.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'm sick of hearing your excuses. I don't care so much if you want to pull this stunt with me, but your little charade is setting a bad example for our daughter. She's going to be finishing high school soon, and this is the kind of example you set for her? It never used to be like this. This is something you've been pulling a lot these past couple of years, though. And this year, every single month you've been doing this for a few days. You just lay at home complaining about your period pain. You don't clean the house, and you force us to make our own meals and do our own laundry too. Aren't you ashamed? Your only job is to take care of things at home, and you don't even do that sometimes. I mean it. What kind of example are you setting for Zoe? Do you want her to act like this when she gets a boyfriend, or worse yet, a job? Heck, what if she pulls this stunt herself in college just so she can skip class a few days every month? She'll flunk out and she'll never even get a job, and it'll be all your fault.
This isn't a stunt. I'm not doing this to get out of doing the housework. I want to cook meals for you and Zoe, and I want my house to look nice. But this medicine the doctor gave me doesn't work like that. It helps with the pain a bit, but sometimes when I take it, I still can't get out of bed. And sometimes it makes me really drowsy too. Do you think I like being like this?
Hey, don't try to turn this around and start getting mad at me. I support you so you don't have to work, and this is how you treat me? Your only job is to look after the house, Zoe, and me. If you can't do that, what do you think is going to happen?
Come on, Elliot. You don't understand menstrual pain. You have to understand where I'm coming from with this. It's been really bad lately.
Elliot, it's been really bad lately. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of hearing that. Just shut up and listen to what I'm telling you. You're setting a bad example for Zoe, and I won't stand for it anymore.
Why can't you understand how painful this is for me?
Stop acting like a little kid. You're a grown woman, for Pete's sake. You start feeling a little under the weather and you act like it's the end of the world. How many years have you been a woman now? You should be used to this. No other woman is complaining like you are, so stop lying. Every other woman around here seems to be putting up with their period and working as usual. I've got nothing more to say about this. I want you to take a look at the papers I left in my office. They're on the left side of my desk. You can't miss them. Read them right away. Hey, reply back. Oh, don't tell me you're laying down again for your period pain.
Can't talk, at the hospital now. Took an ambulance.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Passed out from the pain. Fell down.
Don't be stupid. It's not like menstrual pain can do that. Did you call an ambulance just for that? You know they're not free, right? I can't believe you'd be so selfish. Someone might have really needed that ambulance while you're using it as a taxi to go to the hospital, not to mention the cost. You've crossed the line this time. Using your pain as an excuse is one thing. Wasting my money on your charade is a whole other. Answer me.
The person at the dry cleaner called the ambulance.
It's all in your head. Your PMS isn't that bad. No one's is.
The prescription medicine in the house was gone.
Oh, that's because I threw it out.
What?
I threw it all out. I didn't want you using it as an excuse anymore. You said the side effect was drowsiness, so you'd never do anything after taking it. You just go lay down and not do the housework or cook for us. But then you'd go and say the medicine never helped your pain anyway. Do you think I'm stupid? If it never worked, why would you keep taking it? You did it just to use it as an excuse to not do anything. So I threw it all out. That way you'd have no more excuses.
I can't believe you do that. You're terrible. You forced her to take your suit to the cleaners even when she told you her pain was too bad to move? She passed out at the counter at the cleaners.
She.
If you're gonna throw out Mom's medicine, how about we just throw you out?
Mom's medicine. Who is this?
It's Zoe, Dad. Who else would it be? You only have one kid.
Huh? Zoe? But Zoe should be at school right now. Who is this really? Are you just trying to confuse me so I'd stop yelling at you via text? Don't try to get out of this conversation, Andrea. I'm mad enough with you as it is. What do you think you'll achieve from this?
Dad, it's me. We only had a half day of school today. I told you that before. The hospital called our house when Mom got taken there by ambulance. They're not letting her out yet. She's laying down, sleeping in a hospital bed.
Huh? Is this really Zoe? But then, why do you have your mom's phone?
I'm in Mom's hospital room. I saw her cell phone kept getting messages and it showed they were from you. So I unlocked her phone to reply to you and tell you what happened. But that's when I saw what kind of messages you were sending her. Dad, are you always talking to Mom like this? I can't believe you do that.
Zoe, you saw how your mom was acting. She wouldn't even make us dinner, and she'd just blame it on PMS. She just laid down all day watching TV in the bedroom. When she was like that, you had to do all the laundry and cooking yourself. Don't you think Mommy was being selfish?
What? She never made me do those things. I just did them to help her out. It's not like you did anything to help her. And it's only a few days a month. I didn't think helping out was a big deal. Mom does everything for us all the other days of the month. Why are you being so mean to her? Why don't you let her rest when she's in pain like this? The normal thing to do would be to let her rest, don't you think?
The normal thing to do? I don't like when you use the word normal with a situation like this. What's going on here isn't normal. No other women do this during PMS.
How can you say that? There's so many different medical conditions in the world. Just because one isn't common doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Mom's condition is bad enough that she gets prescription medicine for it. And then you go and throw that out? You're treating her like garbage. She's in the hospital now because of you. I don't want a dad who treats my mom like this. If you won't even help a family member when they're in pain, then you're not really family at all. And I don't need or want a dad like that.
Zoe, good morning. I saw you made breakfast for me. I was really happy, and it tasted great too. Does this mean you forgive me? Does this mean you're not talking to me anymore?
Huh? I think you need to get Mom to forgive you before you message me.
I do. Why? The doctor said Mom passed out because of menstrual pain. It wasn't my fault.
If you still don't think this is your fault, I've got nothing to say to you.
Wait, just hold on. I've got something I need to ask you.
What?
Are you and Mommy going on a trip?
Oh, that. So you've noticed we've packed some suitcases, huh?
Yeah, I see you've packed all the suitcases we have, actually. Isn't it a little mean to be going on a big vacation like that without asking Daddy to come too?
It's not a vacation. We're going to live with Grandma and Grandpa.
With Grandma and Grandpa?
Yeah. You turned your back on your family, so we don't want to be around you anymore.
Wait. Don't you think you're exaggerating a little? I didn't turn my back on anyone.
Exaggerating? And what part of that am I exaggerating? Mom was sick, and her pain was so bad that she had to stay in bed. But instead of letting her rest, you decided to throw her medicine away and made her run errands for you?
But Mom's not sick. PMS isn't a sickness. All other women can put up with it and handle it just fine. Your mom's just using it as an excuse.
No, she's not. You may be right about PMS not being a sickness, but her pain is very real. And the doctors are aware of it. That's why she has special medicine for it. Just because not everybody's period is as bad as hers doesn't mean that nobody gets it really bad.
Really? Zoe, you seem to know a lot. You're pretty smart. I'm not surprised, though. You are my daughter after all.
Oh, don't try to flatter me. And anyway, this isn't something you should need to have your daughter explain to you. It's pitiful. If you'd have just done a little bit of research on your own.
You're right. I'll do some research on the internet during my lunch break today.
Really? You'd better. You need to know just how bad it really is for Mom.
So, if I do that, you guys won't abandon me?
I guess that'll depend on you. I'm not going to forgive you for how you've been treating Mom, but...
Zoe, just hold on a second.
What? I can't wait long. I've got homeroom in a few minutes.
Sorry, but my stomach hurts really bad. Hold on, let me just run to the bathroom for a minute.
Oh, good. So it's finally starting to show some effect.
Huh?
All that breakfast I made for you today, the scrambled eggs, the homemade muffins, I made it all with expired milk. And I don't mean just by 1 or 2 days. It had lumps.
What? Why?
I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what Mom goes through every month. Don't worry, a little stomach ache, bloating, or diarrhea will be nothing compared to what Mom deals with. And it'll be over in a short time, nowhere near as long as Mom has to put up with it for. Everyone's PMS is different, but lots of women experience stomach aches, bloating, and even vomiting. Hopefully you will too.
Zoe, why? Do you hate me that much?
I hate anyone who would treat my mom like that. I never thought you were like that. Oh, and I saw those papers on your desk in your home office. I saw the note you left for Mom threatening her with divorce if she kept up the charade. You even went so far as to get blank divorce papers so she'd think you were serious. I don't know if you really were serious or not, but just the fact that you'd threaten her like that? I never knew you treated Mom like that. You're a tyrant when I'm not around to hear.
Come on, Zoe, a tyrant? Where did you learn a word like that?
I'm in high school, Dad. I'm not a little girl anymore. Anyway, were you serious?
Well, I don't know. I might have been.
You can't say you might have been. You either were or you weren't.
I'm sorry, please stop. I've got to go to the toilet. Let's talk about this when we both get home tonight, okay?
Wait, let me say just one more thing.
What is it?
You know all the medicine was kept in the medicine cabinet in case we ever need it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be taking some once I get to the bathroom.
Yeah, well, I might have accidentally taken it all out of the house. There's no medicine in the house.
What? You threw it all out?
No, that'd be a waste of money. I've got it in the car. Mom let me drive to school today. You can be just like Mom and suffer through this without any medicine.
Zoe, don't you think you went a little too far?
I went too far. The medicine I took was just over-the-counter stuff. It's not like I threw out any prescription medication. Which do you think is worse, what I did or what you did? Enjoy your day at work, Dad.
My husband apologized to me for what he did. At first, I didn't know why he was apologizing to me. But after talking to Zoe, she explained to me where my medicine had gone that day. My husband really loves our daughter, so when she got angry with him for what he did, he knew he'd gone too far. But just apologizing to me was enough for Zoe, because she'd seen the note Elliot left for me along with the divorce papers. That's the real reason why she stopped talking to him and why we were both considering moving out. However, after what Zoe did to my husband's breakfast, he started doing some research on his own and found out that I'm not the only woman in the world with this condition, and that I wasn't trying to trick anyone just to have a few days to relax. I don't think I'll be able to forgive my husband for the way he treated me, or for secretly taking my medicine from me. But after seeing all our things packed up and after eating Zoe's special breakfast, Elliot apologized to me from the bottom of his heart, and he swore that he'd never make light of my condition again. I could see in his eyes that he meant what he was saying. So Zoe and I decided not to move out and to give him another chance. I realize it must be hard for men to understand PMS, especially when my condition is much worse than most other women's. But I had hoped that at least my own husband would be able to understand. After this whole incident, I think he understands a little better than before. We'll see how he acts regarding it in the coming months. But after being scolded about it by his own daughter, I think he's learned his lesson.
He's already started preparing for next month by asking me to teach him how to do the laundry when I'm in too much pain to do it for him. It isn't much, but I think it's a good start. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.